Jesus. Yeah, it was reconnected.
Huh?
I said it was reconnected.
Yeah. So it says it's on.
This is Aussie Mac Zone. We'll cover everything Apple, including Macs, iPhones, iPads, and more. All this from an Aussie perspective. Sit back, relax, insert yourself into the zone. The Aussie Mac Zone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Aussie Mac Zone, show 387. 387. So we hope everyone's all right. How are you, Zarn?
Fantastic.
Excellent. I got my jab yesterday, my first one.
Yep.
AstraZeneca. So start our Aussie Apple ramblings, get them underway. As soon as how I haven't been available for 2 weeks because I've been coughing and carrying on. I've had that cough again that is always on. So I talk for a minute and then cough for 5. So that's why we weren't here. Because I've been coughing and spluttering too much.
This time it wasn't my fault.
Not this time. Now, Akamai apologises after an outage that left Australia's major banks and airline systems offline. Pardon me. ZNet reports a cyber attack was not the cause behind an Akamai outage. Pardon me. That took down the systems of the Commonwealth Bank, Australia Post, and Virgin Australia. Akamai confirmed an outage of one of its Prolex DDoS, distributed denial of service machines, was to blame for taking down the online services of some of Australia's major bank and airline systems last Thursday afternoon. The company assured the issue was not caused by a system update or cyber attack and detailed that a routing table value used by its Prolex DDoS services was inadvertently exceeded. The effect was an unanticipated disruption of service, the company said. The US-based service provider, which promotes itself as the world's largest and most sophisticated edge platform, said it detected the issue immediately and impacted customers were alerted within seconds. Issues started to appear approximately 2:20 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. The impact was limited to Akamai customers using version 3 of the routed service, the company confirmed in a post. Many of the approximately 500 customers using this service were automatically rerouted, which restored operations within a few minutes. The large majority of the remaining customers manually rerouted shortly thereafter. Affected customers included 3 of the 4 banks, Commonwealth, Westpac, and ANZ, as well as Australia Post and Virgin Australia. Each of them took to Twitter to inform customers of the problem. And there's more on the link in the show notes.
Why are we using an outside company from the US anyway? Why would we not use somebody locally?
None of them have got a big enough service, probably.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know. Yeah, and obviously it didn't work, whatever it was. So.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Optus hit by a widespread network outage. iNews reported on a similar vein, Optus suffered a widespread outage on its mobile and internet services on the last Friday, with users in cities across Australia experiencing problems for several hours. Customers stated complaining of service issues across the country, East Coast just before 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Ookla's down detector service showed spikes in outages of reports in Sydney and Brisbane, which are both under lockdown as Melbourne and Canberra. The telco website included network status page and apps were also briefly down. Optus confirmed the outage at just after 11 a.m. and said it was working to restore an impacted service as soon as possible. Optus is aware of the outage that may be impacting Optus services. We are aiming to restore the service as a priority, it said on Twitter. We thank customers for their patience and will provide an update as soon as possible. Optus told IT News at 2:30 p.m. on Friday that it will fix 4G and 5G services have been restored to some 3G. Users may still be experiencing issues. All services are restored by Saturday. Following an incident yesterday which caused some Optus customers to experience services issues, all fixed 3G, 4G and 5G services have been restored, a spokesperson said. Keeping customers connected is our priority, and we apologise for any inconvenience caused.
Now, my 2 bobs worth is the trouble is I know a family who are still having issues on Sunday afternoon with the support number having a recording saying Optus is aware that issues were trying to be resolved.
Yeah.
So
were they 3G?
It was NBN for the house.
So well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
but that was still
always,
like
even in my area.
Everything.
In my area, if you own an Optus phone in my area, you will not get service.
Yeah.
Like, at all. And so that's a bit weird.
It's amazing. Now, a Labor bill would force Aussie organisations to disclose when they pay ransoms. The federal opposition has introduced a bill to the House of Representatives that seeks to require organisations to disclose when they plan on paying criminals following a ransomware attack. ZNet again. The federal opposition has introduced a bill to Parliament that, if passed, would require organisations to inform the Australian Cyber Security Centre before a payment is made to a criminal organisation in response to a ransomware attack. The Ransomware Payments Bill 2021 was introduced to the House of Representatives on Monday by Shadow Assistant Minister for Cybersecurity, Tim Watts. According to Watts, such a scheme would be a policy foundation for a coordinated government response to the threat of ransomware, providing actionable threat intelligence to inform law enforcement, diplomacy, and offensive cyber operations. The ransom payment notification scheme created by the bill, Watts said, would be the starting point for a comprehensive plan to tackle ransomware. It followed his party in February calling for a national ransomware strategy focused on reducing the number of such attacks on Australian targets, which is very hard. At the time, Watts, alongside Shadow Minister for Home Affairs Christina Keneally, declared that due to ransomware being the biggest threat facing Australia, it was time for a strategy to thwart it. The bill introduced by Watts would require large businesses and government entities that choose to make ransomware payments to notify the ACSC before they make the payment. This will allow our signals, intelligence and law enforcement agencies to collect actionable intelligence on where the money is going so they can track and target the responsible criminal groups, Watts said. And it will help others in the private sector by providing de-identified actionable threat intelligence that they can use to defend their networks.
Wow.
So very important,
especially
these days, because we know like there's been some big ones in Australia and even like bigger ones in America with that oil pipeline being taken down, etc. So now, any comments about gaming or anything this week? I know I've let you off the hook because I haven't.
I haven't done any gaming at all this week. We've been in lockdown. I've got it's school holidays. I've got all the kids home, and so our priorities have been elsewhere. So I don't have anything really. I apologise, guys. I've just been trying to keep my 3 young, kids entertained, and so we've been painting and playing in the backyard and all that sort of stuff. We actually haven't done a lot of gaming. Well, that's a fib. The boys have gotten into Roblox on their iPads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play Roblox. I don't really know what it is, so I can't go into much detail. I know it's a young kid thing. Other than
the
that,
moment they've been playing together.
Yes.
Yeah. They were loving it the other day.
Oh, they yell at each other.
Babysitting.
They can be sitting as far as me, and they'll just yell at each other. Ah, ah, ah.
I know, it's great. It's great. They're having such a good time.
Yeah, it cracks me up. That's so
And what was
good.
great also is then they'd say, all right, we want to go out and play outside for a little while.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, this is what I'm going to do for
Yeah.
the rest of my life.
No, that's right. And so we're lucky enough to have, a big backyard. And so the boys, if the back door's open, the boys will play a little bit of Roblox, go out on the trampoline, we'll do some painting, we'll do some whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back in and be like, is it okay if we jump on the iPad for a little while and play some video games?
Yeah.
And so we're saying yes. But me personally, I haven't had a chance to jump on and play anything, which is a shame. Pardon me, is a shame, really, because I would like to.
Yeah.
And because I'm also on holidays.
But so gaming, I've been playing threes at night.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of solitaire
Yeah.
to put me to sleep, I play threes at the moment.
Yep.
And I got a nice big score the other day.
You
which I
did.
sent you.
You did.
And that made me like the 985,737 or something player.
Yep.
Out of 2.1 million or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty good. He's definitely. I play
I've
threes.
still got a
as
long
well.
way to go, but to get.
I play threes as well, but I wasn't going to mention it because he's outside of mine.
I had one good one.
I know it was massive. I couldn't believe it when you sent it to me. I'm like, no.
I just send it to you nearly straight away. Middle of the night, doesn't matter.
I know it was. I'm like, what
Had
is
to
this?
boast about it.
What is this message? What? What? No. I sent it. I didn't even reply. I waited till the morning. I'm not replying to that now.
I just let you dwell on it
Yeah,
overnight while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Now, also Apple TV.
Yeah.
With there's been some new shows come on.
Yep.
There's been some new shows we've been watching. There's a new show next week. Which one's back next week? There's one back next week, and then Ted Lasso the week after that.
Yeah.
The Friday. So we're talking, But yeah, it's been good. The Stephen King one, Lissy's story.
Sorry, Peter.
Yeah, I think it's called Lissy's Story.
Yep.
It's a bit too far out there for me, but my wife's enjoying it, so that's fine. She's into Stephen King and that sort of stuff. So I see Central Perk's back.
Yeah.
Which I haven't watched yet.
Central
but
Park.
It's back.
Yeah. Central Perk is the coffee shop from Friends.
That's right. Central Park. I haven't watched that yet. I'm looking forward to watching that.
Me too.
And then there's a few movies on that Apple movies that are coming up at the moment too. So keep an eye on all of that for those.
Did you watch Knives Out?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. If you and Michael and I am big fans of that British murder mystery thing that, it's I think it might be a little bit of an old man thing. I really enjoy that sort of thing, like Father Brown and all that sort of stuff. I like watching them. I always go, all right, this is what's happened. And Kellyanne hates it because I always get it right. But Knives Out is a similar sort of plot to one of those, but it's got a little bit more to it. And both Kellyanne and I at the end were like, oh, wow. And after watching it and seeing it, there were these little things that, you pick up on and you go, oh, yeah, that's right. It wasn't, the dog wasn't crazy. Nothing to do with the dog. That was just an example because I don't want to blow any of the story. But it was a great murder mystery. I thought it was a
movie.
A movie, yeah. Knives Out. I thought it was great. It's got a star-studded cast, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And so I think with the great cast, everything like that, it's done very well. And it's a great old timey sort of murder mystery. Yeah, so
Excellent.
Check it out.
Excellent. There's also a new what's his name?
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, There's a new movie for him too on Apple TV at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I haven't
it.
watched it yet, but it's on the list.
Yeah. What else did I watch? I was watching. What else was I watching on Disney? I can't remember now. Disney have got a few new cartoons. If you're not aware, on your Apple TV, Disney have, and if we've all got Disney because you bought an Apple TV, you get 12 months free Disney. There's some new cartoons on there. Luca is one of them, which is just an amazing story about sea monsters. It's very, very good. The kids loved it. And there's Raya as well, which is a story about the last dragon in China, which is also a beautiful story. What was I watching that was really good? We
were watching The Earth at Night.
Yeah.
With the kids the other night. That was good. That was really good. Yeah. And like they were saying, is the lion going to be all right, or is the the animal stuck in the mud going to be all right? All right. Yeah.
Speaking of like weird and wonderful stuff, Netflix with October Fraction. They cut it after one season. I don't know why. It's very good. If you like that sort of vampire hunter, that sort of thing. And they're an agency that has been around forever that does this. And so that was quite good. But again, they cut it after the first season. It had the boss out of Bones in it, the African-American lady.
Yeah.
Had her in it. She was very good. And it's got like warlocks and monsters and all that sort of stuff. And,
We've also been watching Mosquito Coast. It's been good.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, keeping up with that.
The new Fraggle Rock. Have you watched much of the new Fraggle Rock?
No.
That's on Apple TV.
Yeah, and so is the new Peanuts.
Yeah. We watched some Fraggle Rock. Levi loves Fraggle Rock. We put on, he dances to it and everything like that. A couple of the first episodes are them on Skype calls.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Zoom or whatever you want to use, but they're on.
No, they were on their
FaceTime, I should say.
Yeah, they're on their own.
Fraggle, whatever it was.
Fraggle time or whatever.
Yeah, Fraggle time. Yeah. And that was really good because it's sort of the boys were watching it as well. Hunter sort of enjoyed it, and it sort of explained it to them because we were talking about it while it was on, and they're like, Hunter says, "Why are they doing that?" I said, "Because it's COVID, and this is
everybody's got to be separated."
That's right. And he was like, "Oh," and he was amazed that they were also, talking through this way, which was really good. And I think it helped him, being 4 years old, understand that, everyone's got to sort of at the moment, and we might be struggling with it a little bit, but, it's got to be done. And so that was quite good. And, Jim Henson Company, you can't go wrong. I'm a huge fan of Jim Henson. Anything Henson Company, I've seen it all. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then another one we were watching with the kids the other day was Stillwater.
Oh, yes.
Which is awesome. Really, really good.
That's a cartoon with the fox and...
No, with the
two girls and the fox.
No. Stillwater was the... what do you call the Chinese bear things? I'm so old. The black and white pandas.
Yeah,
it's got the panda's the next door neighbor.
Okay,
and he's a really cool, relaxed.
Yeah.
And when the kids are getting in trouble or getting stressed or doing things, it just calm them down.
Yes. We have been. I know what it is now.
And it's
the
really,
panda and everything. Yeah. Hunter really likes that too.
Even I should be watching it.
Yeah.
So it's good. Gives you an idea.
And even though we've been locked down for almost 2 weeks now, the boys have been amazing. And I know everybody, it's taken its toll, especially because it's the holidays again. And once again,
we're on the school.
We're locked down And you're thinking, what am I going to do for 2 weeks with these kids when we can't even, go out? We have taken the advice of local government and been exercising, going out and walking, and we've stumbled across a little community out at Warrington Lake that paints rocks and places them, and it's like a little treasure hunt. And you get to do it in your little family group. Everyone's able to social distance. You're outdoors and you're getting exercise, and you walk around, and we're even painting rocks ourselves now and going in. And so we collect rocks and we'll then distribute our own. And, the next time we go back, we distribute the ones we found and collect some more and, paint some more. And it's saved us many a time in the last almost 2 weeks, because we do get to go out. We do get to get the fresh air, and we do get a little bit of exercise. And so remember, we are allowed to exercise, and you're allowed to do it in your little family unit. As long as you're, social distancing from everybody else, it's fine. Get out there, get some fresh air, stay safe, keep your distance. And don't think you're alone, because we're all in this together. And we all understand how hard it is. And I hope everyone's okay. All right. Back to what we're meant to be talking about. Beware. This bizarre Wi-Fi network name can break your iPhone. iDrop News reports every so often we see reports about how weird text strings can break things on your iPhone. But in this case, we're seeing a new twist on the old problem. One security researcher has discovered that a specifically formatted Wi-Fi network name can wreak havoc on your wireless connectivity. Traditionally, these sorts of problems have affected the Message app, which is why Apple has baked in some pretty hardcore messaging security technology in iOS 14. This latest one, however, comes from an area that most of us wouldn't have expected: a Wi-Fi network name that will confuse your iPhone or iPad to the point of shutting down your Wi-Fi connectivity entirely. The flaw was discovered by security researcher Carl Seshu. Where did we go?
Sorry.
That's all right.
My fault.
Where did Seshu? Come back to Seshu. Where is it? There comes the latest one, however. Yada, yada, yada. There
we go. Yep.
Who found their creating a Wi-Fi network with a name we are not repeating here. Okay, so that's not the name. They refuse to say the name, and joining it
it's in the story. It's in the notes.
Yeah,
right.
Disables the Wi-Fi on his iPhone. Shu noted that after doing this, he was unable to join any Wi-Fi networks, even after rebooting his iPhone, according to Bleeping Computer. Excellent name, which first reported on Shu's findings. The problem occurs on both of our iPhone XS running iOS 14.4.2, which, the model that Shu first encountered it on, and any iPhone running iOS 14.6,
Yeah.
So there's more in the notes about this. Be careful.
Yeah.
The name of this is in the notes. I don't know the name. Clearly, Michael does.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. But the important thing is, people might be using it now that people know what it is. They might just be using it to annoy people.
Yeah,
because nothing really happens, except in some cases, your Wi-Fi's totally stopped working.
Yeah,
or sometimes you've got to go in and reset the network settings in your phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happens when you're off. After doing that, your iPhone still doesn't work, which has only happened to a couple of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
Well, I
You
know
might have to get your firmware redone.
Back in the day-
you've got to worry about losing everything because
Yeah.
you can't back up.
Yeah, I know back in the day with the old Nokia flip up, phone, and its Wi-Fi service didn't have a lock.
Yeah.
And so you'd be on the train and people would try to jump onto
Yeah.
your network
Yeah.
and you'd have to kick them off and stuff like that. So I changed the name of my Wi-Fi on my phone to Trojan Virus.
People stopped doing it.
They did.
It's amazing.
No one tried to jump onto my Wi-Fi.
So yeah, they're at the actual name is. I don't want to tell people what the name is.
Yeah.
Not because we're forcing you to go and look at the show notes, it's because we know what the bad is, or people that have got a bad interest to just go out and do it.
Yes.
Now, the ACCC cites Vodafone and TPG merger for increasing mobile plan costs. ZNet, yet again, competition watchdog argues that 3 lookalike players have resulted in consumers paying more. Now, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, the ACCC, said on Monday that the big 3 mobile operators, Telstra, Optus and Vodafone, have jacked up postpaid mobile phone plan pricing and increased prices on prepaid customers by reducing expiry periods.
Yeah.
The ACCC has Telstra increased its postpaid by $5 to $15 a month. Optus raised its prices by $6.
Yeah.
Vodafone spiked its prices by $5 to $40, coupled with heavy discounting and temporary bonus inclusions.
Yeah.
So for prepaid plans, the watchdog said Telstra had reduced 35 and 42-day plans down to 28, which effectively a 25% to 50% increase in the price. Optus kept its prepaid plans stable, while Vodafone increased its prepaid plans by 25% by reducing the 35-day coverage down to 28 days. The ACCC chair, Rod Sims, took the opportunity to take a swing at the federal court decision to approve the TPG Vodafone merger. In February 2020, the ACCC opposed the merger of TPG and Vodafone because we were concerned it would lead to higher mobile price and result in 3 similar providers with little incentive to compete strongly. Despite evidence showing the 3 mobile network owners reacting strongly to potential competitive threat of a new TPG network, the court considered that the merger would pro-competitive, allowing Vodafone to compete more effectively against Telstra and Optus.
I don't know if we are. It says we're live.
Yeah.
But
all right, we'll keep rocking and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Does say we're live here. Now, when markets end up with a smaller group of large lookalike players with stable positions, competition is muted and consumers pay more. Consumers could save up to $25 a month if they switch to other providers with similar data inclusion, the ACCC said. We expect many customers who have recently had, their mobile provider justify a price increase with higher data use. You would prefer previously available lower monthly fee in exchange for a lower data allowance, Sims said. Before changing over, we encourage customers to compare different providers, geographic coverage, and consider their individual needs, as not all providers offer the same coverage. TPG hit back against the claim from the ACCC with a spokesperson saying they were simplistic and misleading. So the ACCC conclusions even contradict its own communications market report, which found prices paid by customers are down 16.7% in 2020 compared to 2019, the spokesman said. The ACCC is out of touch to suggest that mobile providers as commercial businesses are not competing hard for customers every day. The bottom line is we are offering better value and a better network experience because we're able to compete harder for customers after the merger. The company added the prices cited by the ACCC were not the ones paid by customers due to rolling promotions, and the customers were paying 50% less. Now, my 2 bobs worth again. My personal experience is that Telstra upped my account by $5 a month recently, with no added benefit.
Yep.
Didn't give me 5G or they gave me nothing. Just said it's $5 a month more. Here you go. And the reason I'm with Telstra is because of coverage when I'm out in the country. That's the reason I'm with Telstra.
No, for some reason it's not there.
All right. Well, we'll keep rocking. Hopefully we'll be able to record it and post it later.
Yeah.
Because the app says it's still happening. So let me see what happens when I do this. Yeah. So anyway, we'll keep rocking it. We're nearly there.
Yep. On that too, both Kellyanne and I switched to a smaller provider who piggybacks off one of the bigger providers.
Yeah.
Because we get better service. Like it's not a 28-day, it's a 30-day turnover. They just again increased our data limit for the same price. We're not paying any extra. And the only reason these companies are doing it is because we're letting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, go with a smaller company. Like, if you can afford it, and you're
even
not
bigger ones. Like one of my numbers.
Yep.
I've got two numbers. One is with Telstra.
Yep.
Which uses. Sorry, one is with Woolworths.
Yep.
The other one's with Telstra. Woolworths use Telstra as the backbone.
Yep. Do you get just as good coverage?
Not all the time.
Okay.
And I can see even sometimes the Telstra one doesn't give as good coverage as the Woolworths one.
Yeah.
Why, I don't know. But anyway.
I'm with Audi Mobile. They were with Telstra.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they still are. It used to say Telstra at the top of my phone, and now it says Audi Mobile.
Yeah.
And so, but I get excellent coverage anywhere. I can be out the back in Colo, down near the river, on the farm with Aaron, and I get buzz, and I can make a phone call where he can't. He's with Telstra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, and so that's why. And we went with these guys, and we're not promoted or paid by any of these guys that talk about it. The reason I went with them was because of the rate. The rates, it's a reason when I was always post-paid before. This is a prepaid one now. You can post-pay it, like, so you set it up so it comes out directly, but it's paid by the month.
Yeah.
And the reason we went with that is because the bigger companies just weren't offering the deals they used to.
No.
You know, they want you to spend $100, $120 a month for the latest phone and as little data as they can give you.
Yeah.
You know, where with this, you bring your own phone. And yes, I haven't updated my phone in a while now because of it, because I used to update it all the time. But I'm getting,
better coverage.
And my data. And Audi rolls over. No one rolls over anymore. And Audi still rolls over.
Yeah.
And so I've got, just for example, because we're talking about it, let's have a look. It's loading. Ta-da. There you go. I've got 119 gig rolled over.
Yeah.
So
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I don't have to recharge until the 20th of July. I recharged on the 20th of June.
Mm-hmm.
So, and days left until it expires. Like, so if I wasn't the recharge, it's 349 days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could go overseas for a month.
Yep.
Not pay Aldi, come back and still have your
still
119. Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yes.
So people just have a look around. Yeah.
It's definitely worth shopping around, and you don't have to use the bigger companies. I honestly think it's probably better off not to these days, because there are companies that do want your business and are willing to offer you better.
Yeah.
You know.
And don't forget to ask who their backbone is with.
Yeah.
That's all. That's So,
Right, this is you.
I just did that one, so you can do this one.
All right. Pitch. Someone's at the door.
Huh?
Someone's at the door.
You sure?
Yeah, I just heard someone knock. Yep, there goes the
Hang on.
Picture in Picture is finally coming to YouTube for iOS users. Right away here, excellent. Oh, sorry, it's not me running it now. I haven't done this in ages. Thanks to Mashable, it's finally on its way. Folks, YouTube will allow iOS free users to keep consuming content in the background, at least kind of. It comes in the form of a picture-in-picture feature. I don't know how to set that up so it runs.
Just click it.
Oh, damn it. Feature. You'll be able to exit the YouTube app and still have your video play in a smaller screen that remains on the screen. This is different from, pardon me, previous minimize. I can't say that word. Minimize. Thank you.
Minimize.
Yeah, minimize feature where users can make. We can cut this out now because it's not recording. Users can make their current video play in a smaller screen, but only while they're still browsing within YouTube app. So I've been able to do that for a while. There is a catch, of course. According to Mac Rumors, the PIP feature is coming to premium subscribers first. It's currently rolling out. But YouTube does promise that the feature will be available to all users, paying or not, sometime soon. I can already do that.
Sorry?
I can already do that.
And you're not a paid subscriber?
No.
No.
So let's just have a look. I've got no volume, so you're not going to hear what I'm doing. But I can go into here.
Yeah.
And then I say... Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah,
see.
Skip that.
All right, we're going to say, all right, yeah, weird, funny motorsports moments.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at that. And see, boom, still running.
Yeah, but that's within the YouTube app. Right.
Okay, so this means... while I'm out of the YouTube, I can get out.
That picture can now go into pages or whatever. So you can be reading your mail while you're still watching the motorsport or whatever it is you're watching all the time.
Yep, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to save that to my playlist because I want to watch that later.
That's the way that happens. Now we're up to the how-to. So basically, the Apple public betas are out.
Mm-hmm.
The important word being beta.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So far, I have installed the iPad OS 15 on my Gen 5 iPad.
Yep.
Beta 1 and Beta 2. And my Gen 2 iPad Pro 12.9.
Yep.
Beta 2.
Yep.
Without any issues. I've been able to run all the software. Haven't had any. Sorry. But that's right. Been able to run it without any issues. All the software, even installed some software the other day, no problem whatsoever.
The reason why we're not wearing masks, I know people will probably comment on this, is because Michael has been tested. We've both been tested. We both know we're clear.
Got my jab yesterday.
Michael got his jab yesterday, and we are being safe. It's okay. We do have a distance between us.
I've got a known cough.
That's right.
Which is not an infectious thing.
That's right.
So also the public beta, I put tvOS 15 on our TV, Apple TV. The watchOS 8 I've put on my watch, and iOS 15 I've put on my everyday phone.
Awesome.
And the only issue I've come across is in shortcuts in iOS 15.
Mm-hmm.
It won't open a particular file after appending 2 lines of text to it, which is what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
I also had to add the suffix to the file name in the shortcut, which is it's called My Day. So what happens when I connect it to CarPlay in the phone, in the car, it says CarPlay. When CarPlay connects, it creates a new line, puts the date and time.
Yep.
Then puts another line and puts the location. So Penrith or Ultimo or Parramatta or whatever.
Yep.
And then when I disconnect it, it does the same thing.
Can I ask, now this is off topic, guys, I'm sorry, but it's still got to do with connectivity, not shortcuts. Hang on. Do you want to?
Okay.
All right. So why does Bluetooth, especially in my car, prioritize one phone to another? So I put in our new Bluetooth setup into the car, so we had a hands-free and everything like that. Connected it to my phone first.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get in, it should connect straight away. It always chooses, doesn't matter which phone we have, but it always chooses Kellyanne's phone over my phone.
Because she's the boss?
That's probably right. It always does it. And I've had this phone and she had an iPhone 6 Plus, and it still chose her phone over mine. And
but if they're both on there.
Yeah.
Is it because it was the last one that was connected?
No, because even when mine's been on there and it's been the last one to connect, it still doesn't like to connect to my phone. Now, it's either got something to do with my Bluetooth on my phone.
No, but it still works. Like if you turn her Bluetooth off.
Then I have to go in and manually connect with my phone, which is hard when you're driving. I don't do it. Kellyanne grabs my phone and connects it because I have all the good playlists and stuff like that in my phone. We do have family share, but they're easier to find on my phone because I have them all folded up and stuff like that. So
this happened when you connect the phone to the CarPlay, and then it'd go, there was an error.
Yeah.
And it ended up just it would put the date and time, but it wouldn't put the town name in each time.
Yeah.
And what I use that for is keeping track of my time, so I can say to a customer, I billed you for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they say, but you weren't here for 2 hours. I can say, well, here it is. I was here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, but remember, these are betas and can change over time. So, they could put the next public beta out and you might find your battery draining heaps.
Yeah.
Things like that. So, just got to be aware of that. But, it's been really, really smooth so far. So, yeah. But again, they said it'd be in July, came on like the 30th of June, which is, and that means they must be pretty confident. And there was a couple of little things on my iPad which didn't interfere with anything. It just, remember there are apps that have,
would it be
the application developers haven't had a chance to update yet.
Would it be because she uses the car more?
Sorry?
Would it be because she uses the car more, so it recognizes it because it's in there? Because she uses the car
Could
more,
be.
so it see it as the main. No, I couldn't do that. Anyway, show notes link each week on show upload. The link being
AussieMaxZone.com.au/AMZ387.
There you will see the last 6 weeks of show notes.
Email us, Michael or Zarn, at AussieMaxZone.com.au. Ask whatever you like.
However you listen to us, please give us a rating. It helps us, you find us find you.
Yeah.
And it also...
Other people find us. Now, thanks to our supporters, our listeners. Very important. Thank you.
Yes.
And over to Zarn for the sign-off.
All right, guys. Thanks once again. Please, I know this is a crazy time, and I know how much all this is getting to all of us, but please be safe. Remember, we're all in this together. Try not to be rude and to other people. I know people can be rude to you, but remember, it's just frustrating for everybody. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And remember, an apple a day keeps the androids away. See you guys.
See ya. Thank you.
Bye. to support